on galaxy stars. So quarantine is the best time you can give a new look to your house and decorate it at your own will. But how do you do it? You cannot go out. All the shops are closed. And ordering it from online is too risky because you don't know from where they'll come. Well, don't worry, because I'll be showing you guys some easy, simple and amazing DIYs, and when you try them out, your house will look just as good as you expected it to be. So let's look into the DIYs. So the things you'll be needing for this DIY is a pair of scissors, an A4 size sheet. I'm using a plain one. You can use color paper or printer paper also. Then you'll be needing a ruler or a scale. After that, you'll be needing something to mark with and cardboard. If you don't have cardboard at home, using something stiff like thermocol is also a pretty good option. Now let's get on with the next. So the first step is to take your ruler and measure your paper. So my paper is 30 centimeters, so I am dividing it into 5 equal parts, each of them being 6 centimeters. So I'm going to mark them like so. So the goal of this step is to get squares of equal lengths. You can, you don't only have to do 6 centimeters, you can do 7, 8, 9 or maybe even 10 centimeters. So next step you got to do is cut them. So I have cut them into equal squares like so. The next step is to fold these into tetrahedrons or 3D triangles. So here is one square. So look at these steps carefully. All you have to do is take your square and first fold them like so. So you should get something like this. Let me show it to you again. Square, diagonally folded. So after you open it, you're supposed to do the other side also. So you get an X or a cross shaped crease. Press it neatly and firmly. So you can see there's an X shaped, right? Now what you have to do, so after you cross it and fold it diagonally, you have to fold it in half like so. So first you got to fold it diagonally on both the sides, now in half, and do it the other way also. So this is the pattern you're supposed to get. Can you see, like, it's a square and a plus. So if you have got this crease, good job, because you're halfway through. So the next step is fold it in half like this. Just bring it down like this. And can you see this line over here? Take your finger and press firmly on one side of it. Use your other finger, hold it, pinch it like this, and just push it like so. So this is what you're supposed to get. Now there is an inner flap like this. You will get it like an inner flap. Now just simply fold the inner flap like so. And what about this part? Well, just fold it in like this. This is you're supposed to get something like this. Next step is do the same thing with the others also. Press it firmly so it doesn't come floppy. Now just pinch the other sides, and there you go, a perfect triangle. And make a lot of these in the same method, and let's get on with the next step. So the next step is to make your triangles. Well, I've made only a little of them. Well, I didn't make as many as the cutout squares were. So what you need to do next is using your glue stick. I'm using a Fevistick over here. You can use fabric glue or even Quick Fix or any adhesive. So just put glue on the inner side of the triangle and stick it in your desired way. So make sure you let it to dry for some time, because this glue is going to take a little while to dry. In the same procedure, like sticking it upside down or in the normal way, fill up your board or your base, and you will see the outcome is amazing and totally worth your time. In the next clip, you will see a wall hanging that I did in the same procedure, but it was an ice cream. So
the next DIY that we're going to be making is a simple paper lantern. The things that you're going to be needing are an A4 sheet, a glue, I'm using a Fevi-stick, you can use any adhesive that you have in your house, a pencil or a pen, a scissors and a scale. So the first step is take your A4 sheet and fold it into a square and cut out the rest. Make sure you cut it precisely because we're going to be needing only a square. You can throw the rest out. So once you're done, it will look like this. You keep it folded and then fold it again, same way, and make sure that there's no extra left. If you have a little like this, you can cut it off. And you can put the rest of the things aside. Okay, so this step is really important. So now you need to see whether it's the closed side or the open side. You're going to be needing this side only. So make sure it's the right side, otherwise you're going to end up in a paper mess. So the next step is mark it accordingly on how much you're going to be needing. Remember that you should leave a little space when the closed side here, and you should end the line on the closed side here. You can either make thin markings or thick ones. It's up to you. I'm gonna be making thick markings. So now you need to cut them. And then when you open it, you will have something like this. So I figured that a glue stick won't work, so I'm using fabric glue. If the inner cut part is too small, then you can use a pencil or any round object to make it like this. And then once you've folded it, put a little glue on this part and then you fold it like so. Once you're done, you should get something like this. And now turn it over and repeat the same process. You have to repeat the same process for the whole thing. Once you're done, just press it a little so you know it's firm. Once you're done, you should get something like this. You can either make many of this and stick it in the same corner and you might have a star. Or you can either punch a hole here or here, any end, and you can slip a ribbon or a thread through it and hook it to your wall and it'll look amazing. So guys, the next DIY is gonna be a paper star like this. In the end, you're gonna get something like this. So things you're gonna need are a square, a pencil and a scissor. So let's get started. So the first step is take your square and fold it like so. Make sure you're folding it precise. Then open it and fold it in the same way. Then fold it in a square again. When you open it, it's gonna look something like this. And then you fold it this and this. So you take this end and fold it here. And you take the other end and you fold it here. You do it for the other side as well. Now, if you can see, you have two centers. So this end should be folded towards this center. It's okay if this line does not meet with the middle line. Then take this end and fold it in half like so. Then take the other end and fold it alongside this line. Then fold it backwards like so. And then it should look something like this. Next, you take this end and you fold it like so. So it should look something like this. Then when you open it, you will see a crease here and cut along that crease. If you're too scared to open your star, you can open this and see. You get a star. And now you can throw the rest away. The star, it should look kind of like this. And then you can see these bigger lines and then you fold them like so. And then these smaller lines should be folded inside. And when you open it, you're gonna have a star.